we need a new chair.
We'll switch these out.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Those pants can't hang, Jack?
No, I'm not doing it.
I got the Birks on. They are Aussie style. I got one. Yeah, I'm more Aussie than you now. Look, I went to Australia once. I got some Birks.
Really? They are pretty
Socks. You got it going with the socks also.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, I was getting wet one eye.
All right. You guys ready now?
Yeah.
All right. Congrats. Awesome. It was really fun, obviously, after the wait to see you guys hit the track, first lap, wild. Max, I'll start with you. Just take me through all the things you were thinking about again. You told me on the podium you were thinking about your bonus check. You were thinking all these different things. Did you have to remind yourself to stop doing that, or did you just let it run all the way to the finish?
It's one of those where I've been around the world a few times. I've been in the situation before. I got out front. As soon as I went through the first rhythm section, I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be good. And goggles were clean. Got going around the first lap. Mechanics pit board didn't obviously work because it was wet. And I could see a KTM was in second, and I was gapping quite well. And I thought, all right, I'm just going to sit like this. Then I got into lappers. So when I got into the lappers, I started really... obviously, I was thinking a lot about... Well, thoughts come into my mind about Urive and emptying them upside down and getting that nice bonus check tomorrow morning, Monday morning. But as well, I had to focus on what I was doing. You know, it's one of those where before we went out for the race, you know, everyone that I walked past was going, "Oh, this is a bit of you, isn't it? It's you know, you're doing the rain dance." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I've still got to actually execute what I'm doing." And it's not easy. But you know, to come away with a win was absolutely incredible. I kept plugging away, was a little too careful. I mean, I was careful. It is what it is. I started rolling the finish line, rolling some of the triples because I didn't want to land on some lappers, and then I was rolling the whoops the last lap, and then I heard da 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 da, and I was like, that's either a lapper getting really sketchy or that's someone good, and I can kind of tell their bike, so I knew it was one of the Hondas. I was like, oh, okay, I need to speed up a bit more now, these last two turns. So, you know, made it around the last two turns. But, you know, I will take it any way I can get a win. I can get that trophy. I can take it home for my little boy, put it in his room. It's what I came to America for. You know, Supercross is why I came to America. And like all of us up here, it's a special night. And yeah, I'm loving it.
When you made the decision to come here, and it was a big decision, right? A big change, kind of in the moment kind of thing. Was it just to be here and settle in and be a racer here, or was it to win? Did you think you could get here and be on the top of the podium at a Supercross? Did you believe that?
Yeah, I think all of us, everyone has that, the power within. You could say, I mean, when you're at night, you always, if you didn't believe you were going to be a champion or win races, then there's not really much point in being out there. I definitely, you know, dreamed about it. There's a whole different, you know, thing in actually going and doing it. And especially, you know, for Honda, for my team, for Firepower Honda, a privateer team, being able to do this for them. I've been on a lot of teams where, yeah, you can think in your head how great you are, but if the bike's not competitive, then it's a bit of a waste of time. You know, we've been in a situation this year where I've been consistent. I've been top 5 in every race apart from the one that I DNF'd, and been on the box when it's dry and won a race when it's wet. You know, we're there or thereabouts. You know, okay, 100%. The East Coast Championship is Hunter's Championship, and racing against the Star Yamahas, racing against HRC. It's been incredible. There's still things that I'm learning every single day when I come out to these races. You know, even here there was that weird little single before that triple. Man, I kept messing it up. I kept like taking off and then rolling it, and Martin Davalos was telling me, why are you doing that? I'm like, I've never done a section like that before. It's weird. Even though I'm 30 years old this week, it's arguably my first full season of Supercross on a 250 since 2010. So I feel like I'm a rookie. I'm learning stuff and can't wait for the future. Can't wait for the rest of this season with this team and next year to try and, you know, make another step.
Congrats.
Cheers.
Jason.
Is there anything left to say after that? I mean, it was so well done. Hunter Lawrence, you got in the third. Do you even know where you were during the race, or are there parts where you're just riding and you don't even know what position you're in? Did you know, like, oh, this is a podium or points or anything like that?
Yeah. So Cam, he put on there P5 calm. So I was like, okay, we're doing calm. We're doing it good. And we were doing it pretty good, honestly. Like, I seen RJ and Max's bike smoking from a pretty early stage. And, sorry, not, Volan, not you. I couldn't see you, Max. You were gone. Yeah, no, you were gone. You were gone. Volan's bike. And I seen RJ and Jet getting kind of a little loose. I'm like, all right, just stay out of that. We don't need to hit the ground. You know, then your gloves get all muddy and it's just a nightmare. So, yeah, in a pretty blessed opportunity and a good position. So didn't really need to do anything. And then, yeah, obviously to kind of see how that last corner unfolded. Wow, that's something else. And I was able to capitalize on it somehow. And, yeah, got third. So pretty happy for what could have been. You know, these days could always be the worst day, you know, pushing a bike off, DNF, give up 26 points or whatever. So, no, happy.
Yeah, Jet, last turn. Just take us through what you even know about that.
Yeah, it was. It changed pretty quickly. I was right behind Max. I'm like, okay, I could have a good chance here. And I tried cutting down early, and the rear end just kept on going around a bit. So, all right, that's gone. I looked back to see who else I seen RJ. I'm like, all right, he's pretty far back. And then I was in the turn. I just seen a bow wave of this water come and spray me, and then a front wheel. I had no time to react or do anything. So luckily I was crashed on top of him, so I could just kind of rode my bike over his. Luckily it just kept on running, and somehow we finished on the podium still and got second. I thought I would have got off of the podium because of that. So yeah, it's a it's a funny thing. He took a risk of maybe getting 2 points and losing 20. So it's a bit of a risk play there, and not working out the best for him. So but we're happy that we're able to make it through. I heard my bike was smoking pretty early, so it's not the best. We got a little loose a couple of times, but we're just happy we got over the finish line.
Edwin from Empire Latin America. Well, I don't know if you guys break the record. Honda sweep, whole podium today. 3 international riders. Congratulations. This is for question for Max Anstie. 4 podium, finally your first win this year. Do you think racing MXGP with the same condition, rainy condition, muddy, you got the win?
Do you think it helped? Yeah, definitely. These American guys don't usually, unless you've got your own track like these boys, can actually ride when it's raining. Half the time the teams don't even let you ride when it's wet. So I've taken the bike out a few times at MTF when she's been a bit muddy against the team's will, just for this sort of situation. But most of the time, the guys don't ride Supercross bikes in the mud because they don't want to. They just don't want to, do any work on them. Or I don't know what I don't know what it is. But in California, whenever I was there, any time there was a little chance of rain, everything would be closed. So definitely it's been a while since I rode in the mud, but yeah, GP days definitely helped.
Nice.
You pulled the start. I mean, these are conditions that are great for you, but if you start 15th, it doesn't matter how good a mud rider you are. So how did you get that start? What was the feeling when you came across?
I don't want to tell everyone, do I? That's preparation. It's yeah.
Be careful, next weekend's a mud race again.
Yeah.
How about the feeling of halfway down the start straight being like, this is a race I can win, and I'm about to pull the whole shot? At least tell me that.
Yeah, GP days definitely helped. I was even potentially going to run a scoop, and then I was like, nah. I'm glad I didn't because it was real slick. Yeah, the start was key. Cut some grooves in the tire, give me some traction. It's all about traction out there. Did a concrete start. If you Americans will figure that out. That's basically it. Everyone span. I didn't spin, so that made that made a difference. No, I mean concrete starts for the old amateurs. It's all about getting traction. So no. Of course, it could have gone anyone's direction, but it reminded me weirdly of Loretta's when we did that national there. It was real hard and slick. I know, obviously, it was kind of the same, so it was all about getting traction after the gate. I mean, yeah, could have been anyone's game, but yeah, it worked out.
I'll ask a question to all three. Jay, I'll start with you. Obviously, we're out in the tunnel, having a good time. Everyone's just kind of broing down. How hard was it then to like turn the switch back on when we found out we were going racing? Was that kind of hard just because we were all hanging, or was that easy to just snap and get back to race mode?
Yeah, I think at this stage that we're at now, as soon as the helmet kind of comes on, we know it's what it's time for, what we need to do out there, and it just kind of comes just natural now. It's just muscle memory, so we don't really kind of have to focus on, all right, we got to switch on to, we got to race now. It's kind of like just getting ready, right? We got to have this, and this to go, and then just kind of just go with it. Really, I mean, it's not a lot you can do with this kind of. You get told to go race, so all right, you can't really say no. Give me a few minutes, so it's just like, all right, you just got to go up and then see how that goes.
Hunter, how about you?
Yeah, same. I mean, just go race.
And Max, I saw you a couple times, early, middle, and late, and you had your helmet on. Did you ever take the helmet off that whole time? I saw you multiple times with it on.
No, I did. I thought everyone started running down to the stadium, so I thought, oh, we must be, getting going, and it was just because there was a streaker on the track. So I whacked my helmet on because I thought, oh, everyone's going down there. There's a streaker on the track. But no, I mean, yeah, I was just obviously, everyone just kept billing me up, telling me I was doing the rain dance, but I just saw my graphics on, the St. Jude graphics, and it said, just keep swimming. And I watched Finding Dory this week with my little guy, and it's just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, it worked out, and it was definitely wet going down that start straight. So I just did the same thing.
All right. I think we can end right there. Congratulations, guys. We'll see two of you in Nashville, and then Jet, we'll see you in a couple weeks in Denver. Congrats.